The gray lock-in is here, and it's been claiming its victims every single day. We wake up tired, grab our phones before we've even opened up both of our eyes, and immediately fall into the doom-scrolling black hole. Before we know it, 45 minutes is gone, 2 hours are gone, half the day is gone. Then we look around and we complain that we don't have time to get anything done. Sound familiar? We keep eating the same processed garbage, telling ourselves we'll start fresh on Monday. We avoid the gym because life is just too busy right now. And we wonder why we feel sluggish, unmotivated, and constantly anxious. Why we feel stuck. Why our goals seem like a distant fantasy. Well, rest assured, because let me tell you something. You are not the only one. We are all fighting the exact same enemy. Modern life is engineered to steal our productivity. The distractions are nonstop. The responsibilities pile up. The stress never quits. You feel pulled in 14 different directions at once. And by the end of the day, you've given everyone and everything your energy except yourself. But here is the turning point. There are proven ways to reclaim your time, rebuild your focus, and take back control. Even if your schedule is chaos, you're exhausted, and the world keeps demanding more from you. Here are 6 science-backed strategies you can start using today to start becoming productive again. Not in a hustle culture way, but in a real life, sustainable, take your power back way. Now let's get into strategy number 1, the 10-minute rule. We convince ourselves that success requires perfection. The perfect plan, the perfect timing, the perfect burst of motivation. So we wait and we wait and we wait. Meanwhile, your goals are just sitting there collecting dust. But here's the truth. You don't need motivation to start. You need momentum. And momentum starts with something so small your brain can't say no. 10 minutes. 10 minutes of moving your body, 10 minutes of writing, 10 minutes of cleaning, 10 minutes of finally starting that thing that you've been avoiding. Because the hardest part isn't doing the work, it's breaking the gravitational pull of doing nothing. Once you begin, something incredible happens. Your brain hates leaving things unfinished. This is called the Zeigarnik effect. Your mind becomes obsessed with completion. What started as just 10 minutes becomes 20, becomes 40, becomes progress, becomes pride. You look up and you realize you're actually doing it. You're building the life that you kept putting off. 10 minutes a day is 3,650 minutes a year. That's over 60 hours spent on improving you. Not next month, not when life slows down, not someday, today, now, 10 minutes. Because every single time you choose just 10 minutes, you're not just working on a task. You're investing into yourself, into your future. You're proving to yourself, I follow through. I show up. I'm becoming the person that I want to be. So stop waiting for motivated, stop waiting for perfect. Start with just 10 minutes and watch what happens next. This brings me to strategy number 2, the phone lockout. Let's just be honest. Your phone owns you more than you want to admit. Before your feet hit the floor in the morning, you're probably already scrolling. Your brain is flooded with notifications, comparison, and chaos that isn't even yours to carry yet. You wake up with a clean mental slate, and then the very first thing that you choose to do is hand it over to the world. And it's okay, because I've been there too. Here's the problem though. Your brain is most influential within the first 30 minutes of the day. Whatever you feed it sets the tone for your entire day. So when the first thing that you see is news, emails, drama, likes, and other people's problems, you start the day stressed, reactive, and overwhelmed before you've even had a chance to decide who you want to be today. That is why the phone lockout is a game changer. You put your phone in another room before you go to bed, you leave it there in the morning, and you let your brain wake up before the internet does. No notifications, no scrolling, no comparison, just quiet, just intention, just you owning your morning. Because the second you touch that screen, you are no longer in control. You're responding, reacting, consuming instead of creating. So do this for yourself. Wake up, drink water, breathe, make your bed, plan your day, and do one thing that moves your life forward. Then you can allow yourself to pick up the phone. You'll feel calmer, more confident, more focused, more you. Your phone is a tool, not your master. Take your mornings back, win the first battle of the day, because the moment you open your eyes, you deserve to start with your priorities, not everyone else's. And that's especially important if you're a mom. Next, let's talk about strategy number 3, the one big thing method. Every day we start with the same lie. I'll get everything done today. We build these monster to-do lists, 18 tasks deep, a mix of things that matter, and a bunch of stuff that just makes us feel busy. By noon, we're already behind. By 5 p.m., we feel like failures. And by tomorrow, we're right back in the same cycle. But what if we've had the wrong strategy all along? What if productivity isn't about doing everything, but doing the right thing? Here's the truth. Not all tasks are created equal. There's always one that actually moves your life forward. Ones that create progress, ones that eliminate stress, one that makes everything else easier. That is the power of the one big thing method. You wake up and ask yourself, if I only accomplish one thing today, what would make it a win? That becomes your mission, not your maybe, not your if you have time, your priority. And when you do it first, something magical happens. You feel momentum. You feel accomplished. You feel like you're in control. And that feeling, it changes how you carry yourself throughout the rest of the day. Suddenly, the smaller tasks don't feel heavy anymore. You knocked out the hardest thing on your to-do list early. Everything else is just cake after that. And here's the best part. Even if the whole day goes sideways, even if chaos wins, even if your plans fall apart, you still won because you completed the one thing that mattered most. That's success. Daily, sustainable, real. So tomorrow morning, before the scrolling, before the emails, stop and ask yourself one question. What is my big thing? Then attack it, finish it, and feel what it's like to win your day before the world even knows that you're awake. Moving on now to strategy number 4. You need to have an evening shutdown ritual, and if you don't, this is your sign to start one. We love to brag about how hard we grind, how late we stay up working, how we sacrifice sleep because there's just so much to do. But here's the reality. You don't win tomorrow by staying up late tonight. Your brain is not a machine that can just run endlessly. It needs a signal, a line in the sand, a moment that says, we are done for the day, we need to recover now. That is the evening shutdown ritual. It's the process of transitioning your mind from the noise of productivity to the calm energy of recovery. So you stop carrying today's stress into tomorrow's ambition. It starts with one simple choice. Put down the phone, screens off, the world can wait. Because every notification you check, every late night scroll is stealing tomorrow's energy for tonight's cheap dopamine hit. Your ritual doesn't have to be complicated either. Dim the lights, clean your space up for tomorrow, write down what's been on your mind so it stops just spinning in circles in your head, stretch, read a couple pages from a book, slow your breathing, not to be fancy, not to be perfect, but to tell your nervous system that it's safe to rest. And I know what you're thinking. How can resting lead to me actually being more productive? Because when you embrace the shutdown, something powerful happens. You wake up recharged, you wake up refocused, you wake up with a head start while everyone else is hitting snooze. Sleep is not wasted time. It is the fuel that your productivity runs on. It's when your brain organizes your memories, rebuilds your focus, and prepares you for the version of yourself that you are trying to become. So tonight, don't fall asleep on accident. Shut down with intention. Protect your energy. Honor your rest. Win tomorrow before it even begins. Next, we have strategy number 5, the protein and movement combo. We think focus is a mindset problem. We always tell ourselves, I just need to try harder, be more disciplined, push through. But focus isn't just mental, it's biological. Your brain can't fire on empty batteries. It needs fuel. It needs oxygen. It needs a body that's awake, not dragging through the day like a sleep-deprived zombie. That is where the protein plus movement combination comes in. Start your morning with just 20 minutes of walking. Get your heart rate up, get sunlight in your eyes, tell your brain it's go time. That movement floods your body with oxygen and dopamine, the chemicals of clarity, motivation, and action. Then comes the fuel, protein. Not a sugary breakfast that spikes your blood sugar and crashes your focus 90 minutes later, but real nutrition that stabilizes your energy and gives your brain the building blocks to think clearly. That's why for this video, I partnered with EarthChimp, an all-organic, non-GMO protein powder brand. Protein literally feeds your neurotransmitters, the messengers that control memory, focus, and learning. Movement wakes your brain up, and protein keeps it running. Together, they're like flipping the switch from surviving the day to attacking the day. And the best part? It's simple. No 90-minute workouts, no magic supplements, no waiting for motivation to show up. Just a walk, a high-protein protein breakfast, and a choice to give your brain what it actually needs to perform its best. Do this for a week, just 7 days, and you'll feel the shift. More energy, more clarity, fewer crashes, a mind that actually wants to get things done. You don't have to fight your biology. You can work with it. Move your body, fuel your brain, and watch your productivity transform from the inside out. Be sure to check out the link in my description to try Earth Chimp Protein today. And finally, the last productivity strategy that I have for you today is the power pair method. Let's just admit it. We are more likely to let ourselves down than somebody else. We hit snooze, we skip the gym, we push the goals that matter to us to tomorrow for the 47th freaking time. But if a friend is waiting on you, different story. We show up. That's the psychology behind the power pair method. When someone is counting on you and you are counting on them, discipline becomes a shared energy. Here's how it works. You pick one person in your life who wants to grow just like you. You both choose a habit, a goal, or even just a single daily action. Then you agree on one thing. Prove it. Proof can be simple. You text a picture after the workout, a voice note saying done, a check mark, and a shared habit tracker. Something that says, I showed up today. This isn't about competition. It's about connection. It's about knowing that you're not the only one fighting for a better version of yourself. Because when the alarm goes off and you want to quit, you think of her and she thinks of you. And suddenly quitting just doesn't feel like an option anymore. The power pair method turns solo goals into a team mission. You build trust, you build consistency, you build a streak that you don't want to break because someone else is cheering for you to keep going. Growth shouldn't be lonely, and success tastes better when someone else is celebrating it with you. So pick your person, set your goal, and show your proof. Together, you'll go farther than you ever could alone. The bottom line is that you don't need a perfect plan. You just need small wins repeated daily. Because every time you choose the hard thing, every time that you show up, every time you build momentum, you're sending the message to your brain that you are in control again. And that right there is how your life starts to truly change. Thank you guys for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content like this, and leave a comment down below talking about things that you do to stay productive, and let's all help each other out. Until the next time, bye guys.